We're often told that magnetism requires flawless features or being the loudest, funniest person in the room. In reality, carrying that kind of high-pressure, performative energy often leaves the people around you feeling entirely drained. Then there are the quiet outliers. You meet someone perfectly ordinary, yet you feel instantly drawn to them. After a brief conversation, you walk away feeling unexpectedly energized and completely at ease. Psychology points to a specific reason for this dynamic. People naturally gravitate toward those who make them feel understood, calm, and accepted. Deep down, human attraction relies heavily on our underlying need for emotional safety. So, how do you actually cultivate that feeling? And why do the people who do it best rarely realize what they are doing differently? Magnetism develops from a few specific, often unnoticed emotional habits that directly dictate how others experience your presence. The entire process of deep connection begins internally, long before you ever enter a crowded room. This model starts at the core with emotional self-awareness. Recognizing your triggers and taking accountability stops toxic patterns. This introspection produces authenticity. You no longer force a fake personality for approval, allowing you to discard the act of perfection. Observing this kind of authenticity provides instant psychological relief. Watching someone be genuinely themselves gives everyone else quiet permission to drop their own acts. Dropping the facade is the absolute prerequisite for human connection. You cannot offer peace to someone else if you are at war with your own identity. Once you establish a secure internal baseline, it completely changes how you manage your energy in unpredictable environments. Nervous systems biologically reflect nearby states, known as emotional mirroring. Looking at these two nodes, energy transfers automatically. Unaware individuals project tense, reactive chaos, but emotionally calm people act as a steadying force, holding their frequency and bringing the erratic energy into alignment. A calm exterior relies on active emotional regulation. You still face internal struggles, but you pause and process them instead of projecting that stress onto your friends or colleagues. By staying grounded, you act as a psychological anchor. The nervous systems of those around you detect that stability, automatically relax, and begin to feel secure. With a calm internal state secured, you can finally direct your energy outward during a conversation. Most people listen merely to formulate their next response. The habit of emotional presence requires you to listen strictly to understand the other person. We live in a landscape flooded with notifications, distractions, and fragmented data. Giving someone your complete, unbroken focus cuts directly through that noise. True presence paves the way for emotional acceptance. We deeply desire to be accepted exactly as we are, without constantly auditioning to prove our worth. Emotionally attractive individuals practice this daily. They refuse to shame vulnerability, and they never criticize or weaponize small human flaws. Combining deep focus with total non-judgment produces a highly specific external environment. People realize they are completely free from critique, allowing them to finally let their guard down. These three phases lock together. The self-aware core, wrapped in a bridge of calm energy and enclosed by outward acceptance, forms a complete aura of emotional safety. Building this system demands emotional maturity and a willingness to grow, rather than flawless execution. Over the years, the brain naturally discards surface-level details. You forget the exact words spoken, a joke they told, or the clothes they were wearing. The nervous system, however, operates on a much longer timeline. People rarely forget the distinct physical sensation of being heard and valued. True attractiveness relies on a simple, daily practice. It is the ongoing choice to become a sanctuary where others feel comfortable being themselves.